They say the blacker the berry, the sweeter the truth. Hands in the air for the ones who carry the proof. Yeah. Grandma's hands, cocoa brown, turning collars into crown. Kitchen stories, hush, hush, pain, turn that sugar out of blame. Gold hoops knock on bedroom wall, Kente print on Sunday shawl. Say my name in every prayer, big like smoking southern air. Blacker the berry, bigger the crown. We rise up slow, but we don't bow down. From black hair, black roots in the ground, to the base of our hearts, that heavy sound. Blacker the berry, sing it out loud. Every shade, every star, so proud. If they ever try to write us out, we incarnate with the anthem now. 3. Yeah, we on. Pop a cork, set the scene. Gold glass, big dreams. Little hood, still pristine. Laugh lines where lipstick sheen. Secrets fizz when we sit down. High heels, low-key crown. Spill tea, still hold it down. Toast up, level up now. Champagne secrets, sip, save it, spill it. Grown and sexy, talk that talk, but we are when we feel it. Champagne and power, glow in the midnight hour. Little hood, whole lot of class, we gon' cry and laugh louder. Slow pour, let it rise. Real talk, no disguise. Bad days, but we still thrive. Soft heart, hard-earned pride. I'm in a big bag, big piece too. Pray first, then make move. I'm blessed, self-love in every view. Hit play, it's a new you. I'm chosen. Champagne secret, sip, save, spill it. Grown and sexy, talk that talk, but we are when we feel it. I'm healed. Champagne and power, glow in the midnight hour. Little hood, a lot of class, we gon' cry and laugh louder. Picking down, new ride. Deep breath, slow sound, champagne. Secrets out now, I'm ready. Picking down, new ride. Perfecto, now champagne. Secrets out now, I'm ready.
Hey girl,
Hey girl,
what you doing?
nothing much.
Get dressed.
For why?
Because we're going to the city. I need a little sip, savor, and spiel.
Let's toast.
What you got going on tonight?
Can't call it. Owning the night. What you getting into?
Empress down in the city tonight. I'm feeling like champagne.
Let's toast.
The content you are about to indulge in may contain high levels of truth, sarcasm, and emotional damage. Viewer discretion is advised, but honestly, you clicked, so here we are.
Side effects of watching may include sudden clarity about your life choices, uncontrollable laughter at inappropriate moments, mild to severe eye rolling at ignorant comments in the chat, increased confidence, boldness, and I said what I said energy, or getting read like a hardcover novel with highlighted notes. Your bad take being turned into tonight's entertainment. A free personality evaluation you didn't ask for, but clearly needed needed and temporary embarrassment followed by permanent self-reflection, optional, but recommended. Do not consume if you are allergic to accountability, growth, hearing the truth without sugarcoating. If symptoms of being triggered persist, log off, hydrate, and try again tomorrow. By continuing to watch, you agree that your feelings may or may not be spared, and that's between you and your Wi-Fi.
Management will not be issuing apologies, refunds, or emotional support for bruised ego.
We do not argue here. We educate, escalate, and occasionally decorate the situation with a little razzle-dazzle, respectfully.
Stay classy, stay sassy, and remember, if it don't apply, let it fly.
Either way, the glass stay full and the tea stay hot. You either handle it or get handled. Can you handle it? Let's toast.
Silk on my skin.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Enough is enough! I have had it with these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! These motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! These motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane! Everybody strap in! I'm about to open some fucking windows.
Champagne on my tongue, silk on my skin undone. You lean in, say my name like a secret, like a sin. Coconut glow on your collarbone, salt on your lips, I taste home. You say right, let the night decide. I slide in the passenger side. Yeah. Champagne and silk on my lips.
Champagne gang, Fizz fam, confidants, and visitors to the Champagne City, baby. Come on in, come on in, come on in. Now, y'all listen, I was going to go straight into the show on today, but I ran across a story that I think we need to jump into our Jokerz Wild to deal with just a little bit. And the reason I want to jump in and deal with this first before we get into our main shows, so please make sure you have all of your things, your tings, as the voodoo doll states, and come on in. But I ran across this story, y'all, of this mother who had her child in the hospital. And the reason the child was in the hospital was because the baby had ingested over 2,000 milligrams of THC, a 9-year-old. And this was given to the child at school. I immediately called my daughter and told her to call her friends and called everybody that I knew with children who were in grade school and told them from now on, check everything when your child comes home. They pockets, behind their ears, in their mouth, in their pockets. Look, do you got secret compartments in your clothes? Because I'm trying to understand how grade schoolers got a hold to and it was gummies. It was THC gummies. How they got a hold to 2,000 milligrams, and the baby ate the entire pack. So we're getting ready to get into it. I'm not going to play the whole thing for you because I do want to do a separate video on it, and I'll probably do that video on Champagne Secrets Reacts. So please make sure you're subscribed over there. But I do want to cover some of this for you today so that you can see what this mother is now dealing with because her child overdosed at school.
Champagne and silk drip off my tongue, gold on my wrist, moon on my lungs. You lean in close, salt on your skin. I taste the wrist and dive right in. Oh yeah, champagne and silk. silk, I'm in power when I sip. Every word I say now, honey on my lip. Cruising through the city like a shadow in the
There's no audio right now, y'all. I'm trying to fast forward a little bit.
let it slide, let it drip. Voice like a dagger and a kiss ain't tip. Taste of my freedom when you feel this grip.
What happened? Basically, he overdosed. Okay, let me start it over. Come on, stop being dumb. Basically, he overdosed. Strip searched at the door, and I wish you would bring some home that somebody gave to you. Junior. Okay, now I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit so you can hear her talking about what happened. What happened? Basically, he overdosed. Basically, he overdosed and he came home from school like this. So I'm guessing that one of his friends gave him drugs in school and he took it. And when he came home, he was disoriented. He was not able to speak, not able to say his name, not able to know where he's at, who he is. And he's just hallucinating. He's fighting me. He's fighting the doctors. His heart rate is going up and down. And basically, they just saying that he's really high and that he has to get over this. But he's slobbing. Look at this. Like, he's slobbing. He's not himself. Junior, do you know that mommy's here talking to you? Junior. So this is what I'm getting. And this happened in the school custody, like him being in the school hours. But I got a DCF case. I got to speak to DCF about this. And this wasn't even my call. Junior, would you like to lay back? I don't want to lay him back because, like, he's, like, fighting me when I try to... Calm down, Junior. Junior, do you want to lay back? Lay back, Junior. Come on, Junior, lay back. Lay back. Come on, Junior. Don't. Calm down. It's me. It's mommy.
Junior, it's mommy. Make sure that y'all kids checking y'all kids' book bags. Y'all making sure that y'all kids not taking y'all edibles or anything for your timing as an adult or when you having fun. Making sure that your kids is not dipping into your shit, because this is the fucking result of it. I can possibly lose my motherfucking son because of somebody else careless ass, you know, like, I don't do no drugs. So, like, I'm not a careless ass mama like that. Like, this shit is beyond me. Like, this shit is really beyond me. And then, like, I'm asking him what was the little boy's name that gave him it. He can't barely speak, but I think I heard him say Isaiah, but I'm trying to figure out who. I called the school this morning, talked to the principal, and basically tried to get to the bottom of if they can pull camera footage or when the transaction was made or if they seen them passing this to him or whatever. But I just wish like hell the little boy stayed in my complex, because I'd be whooping his mama motherfucking ass for real about mines. Because this is crazy. Like, their kid could have ingested this. Like, I don't know. I don't do edibles, y'all. So can y'all tell me how much he ate? Why is he hallucinating? I don't know. It say 2,000 milligrams, 5 milligrams.
So, all of us who are familiar with gummies can explain to her why he's hallucinating. That baby ate all of the gummies. Let me explain something to y'all. I took a trip to Vegas for my birthday, and we decided that we wanted to go to the dispensary because, you know, the medicine is legal in Vegas. So we go to the dispensary. We decide that we're going to get some edibles. So we got gummies, we got chocolates. We going to party, you know, like it's 1999. This was for my 45th birthday. So we get back, we in the car. So we done popped open the gummies and everybody passing around a gummy, passing around the chocolate so we can feel good. Well, my friend who had bought the pack didn't realize that the gummies that she was eating, it was like 3 of them stuck together. So when we asked her for the bag to get another one out, there was only like 1 in there. So we asking her like, girl, where's the rest of the gummies? She like, they should be in the bag. We like, girl, how much did you eat? She like 3. Yeah, it was 3, but with 2 more attached to each one. So by the time we got to where we was going, one of my friends was folded over the steering wheel. She couldn't get out the car to go nowhere. The other friend, you know how those little wavy things be outside of the H&R Block? This is how she was doing all the way down the street. All the way up she just weebling, wobbling, but don't fall down. This is a 9-year-old. If you can imagine what doing too much, okay, that didn't float your boat, I'll do one better. Go to Vegas again, because I'm a Vegas queen. I love Vegas. So my friend's sister decided to go with us this time. This is another birthday. She has never done weed before in her life, smoking or edibles. She decides in Vegas, because it's legal, she gonna get her some edibles. She got her pack of gummies. She got her some chocolates. Now we told her, because she was like, she got cookies and gummies. She said, I'm finna eat this whole pack. Everybody in the dispensary was like, no, you don't want to do that. So, you know how they say some people don't believe fat meat greasy? Yeah. She gets in the car, opens the pack. She eats like 2 cookies. And I look at her and I tell her, oh, okay, you better slow down. No, I'm good. Okay. She finishes almost the whole bag, right? So she's sitting there and I'm like, okay, baby girl, let me just warn you, because the levels that you're getting ready to go through is about to be undamn believable. And she in her 20s. We get in the casino, we walking. All of a sudden, she stumbled and started wobbling. So I looked over at her and just fell out laughing. I said, yep, level 1. She trying to walk. Y'all, she has to walk over to the wall, the edge of the wall. She's holding on to it. Now, mind you, this is a big girl. She's not small. So I walk over to her and I'm like, just hold on to me. I got you. I'm going to help you. She like, no, you don't understand. I can't move. Y'all, when I tell you I screamed, I laughed so hard, I hit the floor. People coming out, I'm like, y'all, she just hot. She okay. It's her first time having an edible. We finally get her in. We like, just get her to one of the doggone machines. Let her sit down so that she can get off her feet. Y'all, she sit down and all of a sudden all we hear is, where are these white rabbits come? Girl, please tell me you ain't seeing no white rabbits. Then she like, I'm hearing all this stuff in my head. It just won't stop. Then she like taking her hand, trying to pull stuff out her head. I'm like, you trying to pull out voices? Like, if this did an adult like this, can you imagine what that 9-year-old baby is going through right now in his system? You parents better stop being so doggone careless. Because like she said, it could have been the baby that gave it to him. How did they get them? Why did they give them away? Y'all better go home. Matter of fact, hell, your kids sleep when they get up in the morning before they go to school. Check everything. Book bags, shoes, socks, pants, jackets, hoodies. Check everything. We got to go back to the time of old time parenting when parents really cared about their kids. You ain't coming in this house with nothing I didn't buy for you. My mama would look at us and tell us, if it was stolen, you the one caught with the merchandise. The police coming to see you. They don't care too much about who gave it to you because you got it. Y'all better go back to being parents and stop leaving these kids unprotected. Drop in the comments and let me know what you think about this. For those of you who want to watch the full video, and again, I am going to be covering it on a different video, but this is her page name. It's Tatiana Howard on Facebook. She does have this video. She also has another follow-up video that you guys can go check out on her page. But drop in the comments and let me know what you think about this. What do you think should be done to the parents regarding this situation? What do you think should be done with the children in this situation that brought it to school? Do you think they have some kind of accountability in this? Again, we're talking about 9-year-olds. I don't know how old the child was that provided this to him, but we're talking about babies. Do you think they knew what it was when they gave it to him? Or do you think it was just children being experimental, and because careless ass parents ain't being more responsible with stuff that can hurt their children, the children just got a hold to it and this is what happened? Let me know what you think. All right. Now on to our main event. You ready? Let's go.
Police! Help! Police! Help! Police! Help!
Here we go again.
Yeah. Whole squad on patrol. Where they at? Point them out that troll. Troll buses on patrol. Hey, hey, hey!
So I got my troll busters on patrol. Hey, hey, hey. Let's get ready for these positivity and affirmations before we get into the show. Y'all already know how we started out. We got to get positive before we deal with all this toxicity and negativity. And today our affirmation, wait a minute. Do you have your glasses? Do you have your things? And I don't believe I gave you a proper introduction, so allow me to pause. Champagne gang, Fizz fam, confidants and visitors to the Champagne City. Baby, welcome in. Come on in. Come on in. If this is your first time here, hi, I'm the Empress, and you are joining me for grown discussions and bubbly banter. Baby, over here we get classy with a twist, huh? A little clink with chaos with a side of charm. So if you're ready to sip, savor, and spill, baby, grab your favorite glass of bubbly, kick your feet up on one of those Chase lounges, say hi to a few people in the chat, make sure you're nice and comfy, fellas, your PJs, ladies, your jammy jams, and let's get ready to get into the show. Now raise those glasses high. Today, we're talking about set your standard. Tonight, you don't just adjust to the room. You define what the room becomes. Because you've done enough lowering, explaining, softening just to make things fit. That version of you, retired. Set your standard. Not loudly, not aggressively, but undeniably. It's in what you allow and what you no longer entertain. It's in how quickly you recognize what does not match your peace anymore, and how calmly you release it without needing closure from chaos. Set your standard. You are no longer available for confusion dressed as connection. No longer available for effort that only shows up when it's convenient. No longer available for anything that requires you to think or shrink in order to keep it. Because your energy has learned its value, and now it moves differently. Set your standard. You don't chase clarity, you require it. You don't chase consistency, you expect it. You don't chase peace, you protect it like it was always yours. And in that shift, everything else starts revealing its true place. So tonight, no negotiating your worth. No lowering your voice to be understood. No stepping into anything that asks you to abandon yourself. You remain centered, elevated, and fully aware of who you are becoming. Now say it with me. I honor my value, and I no longer negotiate it. I protect my peace, and I release what disturbs it. I choose alignment, and I let everything else fall away. I am the standard, and I move like it is already established. Tonight, I set my standard, and everything in my life learns how to meet it. And if you feel that deep down on the inside, baby, let's toast. And if you don't, you already know how we do in the Champagne City, baby. Over here, we don't do no trolls.
Yeah. Whole squad on patrol. Where they at? Point them out, that troll. Troll buses on patrol. Hey, hey, hey! Troll buses on patrol, troll patrol. Clamp down, shut them out, tow that troll. Click clap, log them out, fold that troll. Whole chair, chanting now, roast that troll. Roast that troll! Troll buses on patrol, troll patrol. Yeah, big boots, stomp them out, roll that troll. Roll it, cap lock, drag them out, scroll that troll. Crowd yell loud, we control these trolls. We control these trolls. You type to little mole that troll. Live in my crib, little bowl cut troll. Grease on your keys, little old stain troll. Bridge so hot, screen cold from the troll. You a bridge bottom, did water troll. Wi-Fi weak, one bar in your soul. Profile pic, just an egg on a pole. Whole existence on whole set troll. Same fake pages, same lame troll. Catfish, but you can't say that troll. Talk big game, but you fold like a scroll. We just laugh, hit mute on the troll. Troll buzzers on patrol, troll patrol. Wait. Clamp down, shut them out, tow that troll. Click clack, log them off, fold that troll. Whole chat, chanting now, roast that troll. Roast that troll. Troll buzzers on patrol, troll patrol. Big boots, stomp them out, roll that troll. Cap lock, drag them out, scroll that troll. Crowd yell loud, we control these trolls. We control these trolls. You a damn rock, mouse grown troll. Little dust mite off brand troll. Fry oil hair, little egg roll troll. Keyboard chrome, snap pad troll. You a bad seat, no roll troll. Big talk, zero gold troll. DM tough in the street so cold. See us live in your spine, made a jello troll. You a trash bag, half ton troll. We a whole squad, but troll that's grow. On the fly swatter, you the mad ass troll. She the boot heel, flatten that troll. Go home, go home, go home, troll. Oh, yeah. Log off. Whole room, your grub troll. So busters is on patrol, patrol. Slam down, shut them out, tow that troll. Click clack, log them off, fold that troll. Whole chat, chanting now, roast that troll. Roast that troll. Trovers is on patrol, patrol. Yo, big boots, stomp them out, roll that troll. Cap lock, drag them out, scroll that troll. Crowd yell loud, we control these trolls. We control these trolls.
Well, now, I think you heard the video. No trolls, no negativity. We got a full show and ain't nobody got time to be pausing to deal with negativity, and we just had all that positivity and doggone affirmations. Go get a hug, a kiss, a drink, or something, but no negativity. Okay. Y'all, let's get ready to get into it because there's been a whole lot of stuff going on. So we're going to get right into our first two Fizz and Felonies that we're going to be covering. I had to put a bunch of thumbnails with this one because this show is so loaded. The first story I want to get into is these two brothers who were kidnapped from a park with a machete. You heard that right. Two brothers kidnapped and threatened by a stranger at the park. And they were later found in a crawl space under a house. And the only reason they were found is because they had their cell phones. The cell phones were on and the moms were able to track their locations. I keep telling y'all, real mamas, baby, real mamas don't play about their kids. Oh no, we coming to find ours. I don't know about you, but mine disappeared. Oh, I'm coming to find them. I'm looking at traffic cams and everything. Had it not been for the mothers in these situations, these children probably would still be missing. And worse yet, they probably would be unalive. So grab your things and check this out.
Is this a live feed of where he's at?
When officers were called about a missing child, they had no idea they were about to stumble onto one of the darkest scenes they'd ever seen.
So their son's phone is pinging to this house.
I don't know anything about him.
Sorry, y'all, that was loud.
Why were you over there and now over here?
I'm a landscaper.
You're a landscaper?
Yeah.
It all started just past 6 p.m. on the 6th of May, 2025 in Fernley, Nevada, when a woman contacted police in tears, saying her kids had gone missing.
Hey, are you on the phone with your brother?
He is my son.
He's your son.
Is there anything I can help with?
Regarding what?
Looking for anybody?
So, well, two people actually.
Okay.
Give me one sec.
This is dedication.
How old is your son?
Two boys are twins, my sons.
He's on Miller and...
I can't find.
Miller's right down there. The next street.
It was difficult to get the full picture from the distraught mom, but he quickly learned that not just one, but two of her kids had gone missing, and that someone had seen them disappear with a strange man. But right off the bat, it seems the cops might have gotten lucky.
Is this a live feed of where he's at?
I can take you. Yeah? Okay, come on. I can take her real quick.
I'll head over there and see if I can find him, okay?
So confused. Maybe it's just me. But if you saw them disappear with a strange man, then just maybe you should have called 911. I don't know. Maybe found the parents, let the parents know. I don't know, maybe that. Just me. It's just a thought. You know, because our saying is if you see something, say something. Or as a matter of fact, intervene. Because you will want someone to do it if it was your children. We got to stop sitting back and saying, oh, that's them. I mind the business that pays me. Because when it's one of your family members, then you want everybody to mind your business. So as a community and as a neighborhood, we ought to start minding each other's business too, especially when it comes to the children. Said what I said, argue with your mama.
Mother? was able to track her missing kids using their phones. But it just wasn't going to be that simple. Not even 2 minutes later, the officer heard something over the radio.
This 911 is going to be related to my call. Where did you say that call was coming from?
Dispatch had just received a 911 call that was pinging from the exact same location that the kids' phones were showing, an address on Johnson Lane just a short distance away.
Hey, have you seen anybody over here? No? This is Johnson Lane, right? Okay.
Not only Parents Progressive, I'm so glad you said this. For those of you who are visitors to the Champaign City, oh baby, we have discussions like we, having a fireside chat. So yes, there will be pauses. If you want to see this in totality, it is on the Law and Crime Network. You can definitely go over there and hear it without commentary. But because I'm sharing someone else's video, we're gonna discuss it. Like, that's the point of us going live. We're having a discussion. Now, if you're not in the chat, but you have someone to the left or right of you, please discuss what's going on with that and let them know how you feel about the case. And if you are by yourself, baby, talk to me on the TV. I promise you I talk back. Let's go.
You know? You live over here? Yeah? Okay. I guess the 250 is one of these.
It seemed like
another thing, Progressive, they used to teach that in school. It's so much stuff they used to teach us in school that they no longer teach. They allow all this trash in school, but stuff like situational awareness, stuff like stranger danger, stuff like only you can prevent forest fires. You remember that? See, they taught us this stuff in school. They don't teach these kids a damn thing no more.
So the officer left to meet up with 2 other officers, slowly losing hope that they were going to find the kids anytime soon. But then he got another call that would change everything.
Hello? Hi, this is Deputy Susan. I'm sorry, what was your son's name again? So where is his location showing out on your phone?
He's the canal.
It's showing him over by the canal? Ma'am, you said over by the canal?
I think so.
Well, what does your phone tell you?
One second.
Alright, where's his location showing on her phone?
It's showing like down this like alleyway, and we looked. So it's off of Miller, right after Ruby.
So like between Ruby and Johnson?
No, I guess it'd be between Ruby and Maine.
Ruby and Maine?
Yeah, like right before the hotel part.
This is so factual, and I hope people are paying attention to this for more than just the story, but the situational awareness and how sometimes our kids are so distracted that they're not paying attention to what's going on until it's too late. Until it's too late. Kids need to learn how to have their head on the swivel and pay attention to everything that is going on around them. Even if you with your parent, because sometimes your parents aren't paying attention. Teach your children to pay attention to everything. It's too much going on. I got ready to send my grandson outside to take out the garbage. And in my head, I had to pause. Never mind, grandson. Let me go and put on my shoes. We'll go take it out together. Because this is a different day and age. We used to be able to go and take out the garbage at midnight and didn't have to worry about nothing but an animal or two that might have been loose. But getting kidnapped, getting harmed, no, we didn't worry about that as children. Times have changed. So you got to change with the time. You got to adjust what you're teaching and what you're not teaching your children. Because this is a different day and age. This ain't the day and age where you can let your kids go to the park by themselves. Because your kid might not come back. And it's not even that they jumping in a vehicle with a stranger. Come on, parents. We got to wake up. It ain't just about us having fun and partying. It's about us paying attention to our children. Because the enemy has declared all-out war on our babies. Cream team, vanilla wafers, caramel macchiato, my mocha team, my cappuccinos, baby, whatever your flavor. the enemy has declared war on your children. And I keep telling y'all, it's high time that we come to the table, put all these retarded ass differences aside, and figure out how to save our babies. Again, said what I said. Argue with your mama, not me.
Where are you and I can wait here?
I'm on Ruby right now. Go for it.
Oh, are you the police right here?
So,
Look to your left.
so yeah, I see you. So, dispatch received a 911 call near 250 Johnson, just right around over here between Ruby. They received a 911 call from his phone number.
Okay, well, there was a house, so it shows his location down this road.
One of the parents had just received another call from the kids that both raised the officer's hopes and the stakes at the same time.
Right. So he's somewhere over here. They received a 911 call from his phone number over by 250 Johnson, which is right over here near Ruby, where he's pinging.
It was dark and that they were in a basement.
So they're in a basement?
Yeah.
Okay, so he needs to come out and contact
I don't
us.
think they can. They said they took his phone.
He's saying he's inside a basement?
Yes, this is where the location.
The brothers are telling the RP that they are in the basement.
The child had told their mother that they were being hidden under a house in a crawl space, and that the man who had taken them was threatening to kill them and slit their throats. The cops would later discover that this was only the beginning of the abuse. However, the kid did manage to give a short description of their captor, a 5'5" Hispanic male, and the cops were also able to use this final call to fully pinpoint their exact positioning, and the officer sped straight there. But when he arrived, someone was waiting for him.
Hi. Who are you? Who are you? You live here? What's that?
They can't come down here. Yeah.
So their son's phone is pinging to this house.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything about phone.
You don't know anything about it?
Nope.
You live here?
This is my grandma's house. Yeah.
Your grandma's house? Who are you?
I don't have to give you my name.
Okay.
They probably walked by here.
No, his phone's
Turned it
here.
off. I don't know. Nope.
We just trespassed from over here.
Yeah.
So they said they're in a basement, and his phone's pinging to this house. So, yeah, the juvenile is saying that it's dark, they're in a basement. That they took his phone.
There's no one. They just came looking for some teenagers. There's some kids. And actually, they probably...
Let me explain something to y'all real quick. That fence, that door, or him wouldn't have been able to keep me out of that house. And my son's phone is pinging in the house. Baby, you better call all the FBI boys, all the ABC boys, FBI, DEA, CIA, all of them. But ain't no way, not in 2026. Oh, no.
I talked to them.
They probably slashed my uncle's tire, actually.
So they know who he is. So we have somebody who's... So this black dot is his phone.
He's not here.
This blue dot is me. This is her phone.
Exactly.
You want me to go to the front?
They probably came by and slashed the tires anyways.
The man refused to give the officers any details, but officers would later identify him as 23-year-old Guillermo Abote Saavedra, and alongside matching the description of the suspect, he seemed to know an awful lot about these missing kids, and was standing right where the phones were pinging. The officers weren't buying it, but before they had a chance to make their move, the man disappeared over the fence and made a break for it.
You want to keep an eye on him, and I'll make contact with him from the front.
I don't know where he's going. Hey, dude. Here.
Said that there was 3 boys walking down this road and hop the fence right here.
I'm gonna go up front with him. I want you guys to keep an eye back here. Okay, make sure that dude doesn't hop the fence or go anywhere. If he does, let us know.
Thankfully, another officer managed to keep eyes on the suspect and followed him to another address across the street.
So I thought I saw him on the south side here, but it looks like the entrance is off of Center. So I'm gonna run that way.
If he hopped the fence, let you know. Yeah, okay. Come over the fence if you want to, sir. Matter of fact, you don't even have to come this way, because I'm about to come that way. Somebody give me a boost, is all I'm saying. Anybody got a chair? Pull your car up because I'm got a little older and put a little weight on, so I can't be hopping over. But pull something up for me. I'm going over the fence or I'm going through it. Either way.
Come here. Come here. Why were you over there and now over here?
Because I'm a landscaper.
You're a landscaper?
Yeah.
Here, turn around for me real quick and put your hands behind your back. I don't know if he's got something to do with it or what.
What is going on? I don't even know what's going on right now.
Me either. I
So we
don't know what's going on.
We've got like a phone pinging and kids saying that.
You got anything to do with kids, man?
No,
Any
nothing.
kids here?
No, there's no kids at all. I'm just here to do yard work.
And you're doing yard work. Do you have any weapons on you or anything?
No, go ahead.
Separate your feet.
The cops don't have any evidence to connect him to the disappearance, but it doesn't take a genius to realize that he's acting extremely sus, refusing to give his name, bad-mouthing the kids, then potentially trying to flee the scene. They knew something was up, but they wouldn't have to keep guessing for long, and that was the moment the parents turned up once more.
This is the parents. Hey, I need just go back to your car for me. We'll be right with you. Hold on. Hey, was this the male your son was with? Okay, go back to your car for me real quick, please.
I need to know where my kids are.
We're trying to find them. Ma'am.
Why would I know anything about your kids? What are you talking about?
That's right here.
Stop acting stupid.
Hey, sir.
I need to fucking know where my kids
Listen,
are.
we're gonna find them.
No.
How am I acting stupid? What kid?
What are you doing with him?
Listen, we're gonna find them, okay? Can you go back to your car for me, please?
Yeah, please be
It's okay.
quick.
It's okay. We're gonna find them.
I just got out, so I
Hell no. Lil mama just way too. No. They'd have had to call another squad because they'd have had to get me off of him. Because I'm not letting go. Look, they'd have thought it was a scene off baddies. Because I ain't letting you go till you tell me where my child is or my child come out of one of these doors. I don't even care if it's yours. I ain't letting you go till my child come out of somewhere. Niecy said he was suspect when he spoke on the kids. He could have said, y'all can look. Absolutely. Now, the question I have is if the phone is pinging there, and I think somebody said it, that's not probable cause enough to go in and search because the kids and their children, it's not like this is an adult. These are children. They can't just kick the door in and look if the phone is pinging there. If someone is in law enforcement or you're a lawyer or paralegal or anything, you know anything about the law, drop in the comments to let me know how that works.
Really just got out in 86.
So my missing juvenile call, that's what I was just on. She saw him with her kids.
Why would I be with her kids?
So do you live over on Justin? Do you live off of Justin?
Yeah, I can't even be there. I can't be there.
This is the male subject that the kids were with. Where are the kids at, man?
I do not know.
Well, he was being detained in handcuffs, so.
There is a phone in my backyard.
There's a phone back there? How do we get back to your backyard?
You'd have to go all the way around.
In total, there were 3 missing kids, all either elementary or middle school age, and there was no longer any doubt who had taken them. And now, a suspiciously discarded phone had turned up in a neighbor's yard. It was beyond question. They were closing in. They'd found who they believed to be the kidnapper. Now they just needed to find the kids.
So now, just for clarity, there's 2 children who were kidnapped from the park. While they were looking for those 2 children, they realized there's a 3rd child missing. So there's 3 children somewhere where this phone is pinging at.
And make sure they were safe.
This is related to my missing juvenile.
Hey, is anybody in here?
Hey, real talk. Don't some of y'all wish
What's
the
that?
police could just do this, right? Just drive away. Don't some of y'all just wish, you ain't even gotta arrest him. I'm pretty for sure there's some people in that family, some people in that neighborhood. Matter of fact, some people they can call on Facebook. Look, somebody has stole my car once that I knew and let borrow my car and they refused to bring it back. I was on social media having a conniption, baby. I was half past hot and a quarter to boiling. Somebody ended up hitting me in my inbox from Facebook. They were from Chicago. I was in Milwaukee. They said, listen, I don't know you, ain't never met you, but me and my boys ready to ride because we've been seeing your post about your car and this is crazy. Oh, you can get some people who gonna slide for you.
Are you f***ing kidding me?
Come on, guys, step out.
Who's all in there with you guys? Come on, come on. Hey, stop it. Let's go out this way, guys.
Now, this next part, trigger warning. This next part can be extremely triggering for some people because they're getting ready to get into the details of everything this man did to these babies. It was not just a kidnapping from the park. These children were tortured. And we're going to get ready to get into it, but I wanted to pause and give you a trigger warning.
Medical attention at all?
Yes.
What's wrong? What happened to you?
That's not funny. Can you send that to show?
No. Hey, we need you guys to come with us. Okay, come on.
Come on, guys. Come with us. We got him. What was he wearing?
Is it just the three of you in there?
Shorts, hoodie, beat up shoes, gray shoes, a mustache, a dirty mustache.
Did he say anything to you guys? What happened?
He took a video that he beat us on my phone. He stole my phone.
Come on, guys. There was a crawl space with the big rock on top of it.
He's got some bad, like...
So he got whipped in the back pretty hard or something. Let's go, please. I need you to go, please. Thank you. Yeah. Hey, hold on. I gotta get him the statement, okay?
They'd found the kids, alive, but not unharmed. They'd been stuffed into the crawl space under the house, and by the sounds of it, beaten so badly, they each needed immediate medical attention. So once they'd had a chance to get checked out by a nurse and hug their parents once more, the officers began to ask the kids some questions to try to figure out what exactly had just gone down.
Have a seat in my car. Hang up. Just sit down, okay, bud?
I can't.
Come on, let me help you. So he's badly hurt. He's badly hurt, okay? Don't touch him right now.
So, I think they all might have wounds. He's got some wounds on his back. He said something about his legs as well. It's not nowhere near as bad as that.
Yeah, he's got it on his upper back, on his
I didn't see his legs yet. I was gonna wait for you guys to look at his legs.
Okay, yeah, and I'll take a quick peek. The young man, his brother, this young man right here, had one on his leg.
Did you have anything on your back, brother? It's okay.
Telling me that my dad was saying people from some type of people in Mexico or something, like a type of place, and then he was saying that he knew I went to jail or something, but I never went. To jail? No, he just started slapping me while I was on the swing and saying it would get worse if I didn't tell him stuff.
And you've never seen him before in your life? No?
And then he made us walk all the way.
Y'all better teach y'all kids how to fight. Like I ain't even playing. Y'all better teach y'all kids how to fight and how to defend yourself, how to defend themselves. You better teach your children that this is 2026 and you better fight with all your might. If somebody gonna take you, they better take you kicking and screaming, and you better scratch, kick, punch, do everything you can. Make sure there's some DNA up under your nails, in your teeth, on your tongue, something. Teach your children to fight back. These were two brothers. From slaps? Oh, you gonna have to jump us, because we finna jump you. Y'all remember how our parents used to teach us when we was kids? When one fight, that you all fight. Oh, no, you ain't gonna... listen, not willingly. I'm not just walking away, screaming the whole while. Y'all better put some GPS monitors on your... something. Because these kids in trouble. This is what they running up against while they're out in public with no defense. We used to have neighborhood watches. Do we not have those no more? Is no one in the neighborhoods and in the communities looking out for the children?
We're over here, and then he made us stand up, and he started like hitting us with a stick.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to talk to him by himself, okay? I need him to calm down for a second. I got medics to come look at him, okay? Don't worry about him right now, okay? He's put away, okay?
What if he comes back?
Trust me.
He lives near.
Where's your mom at?
My mom's over there.
Let's go talk to your mom real quick. What did you think was going to happen?
Hey, listen, I need him to calm down, so if we could just separate, okay? Because I need him to be able to talk and tell me what happened, okay? Make sense?
Hey, y'all, I can't even make it up right now. The level of anger that would have been experienced when my child grabbed hold to me, the way that baby just grabbed his mama. You could tell that was fear, absolute fear and dread in the way that boy grabbed his mama. Nothing would have kept me out that car from getting a hold of that man. You don't even understand. I probably would have caught a charge that night over my child. As a mother, this is somebody that I carried for 40 weeks. And you gonna kidnap my and child, please. Listen, if you see something, say something. Start looking out for the kids. Please, somebody has to. I'm begging you. If there's nothing else you take from the Champagne City ever, become a community again. We keep talking about it's time for a revolution. We keep talking about all this stuff we need to do. No, the first thing we need to do is get control of what's going on with our children. We need to put everything else out our head till we figure out how to save our children, because they are an endangered species right now.
Just got a little bit.
Stay right here for me, okay? Stay right here, buddy. It sounds like there's a possible kidnapping.
No kidding. That's what
So,
Eric was saying from dispatch.
We found these 3 juveniles in a crawl space with a big boulder on top of it, so they couldn't get out. And yeah, okay, all right, buddy. So listen, I need you to. Are you good enough to talk right now? Okay. Okay. So you guys were at the park. Okay. What were you doing at the park?
We were just on the swings waiting for one of our friends so we could go to the bowling alley.
Mm-hmm. And then he just walked up to you randomly.
Yeah,
or
while
what
we
happened?
were on the swings.
And then does he know your names or no?
No.
He didn't know your names or nothing. So then So what happened when he came up to you guys? What did he say?
He just said my dad was saying something about Michigan or something, and he was saying that me and my dad would find out if we told the police.
So he said your dad was saying like part of my language, Mexico or Mexicans?
No, a part of Mexico. I think.
Oh, like a certain part of Mexico. Screw that part. Okay. And then what?
He just started making us walk with him all the way over here, and then he made us
So how did he make you though? Like what did he do? Did he say he's gonna hurt
started
you?
making us walk over there, and he said he would kill us, and he said he had a knife on him.
So he was forcing you to go that way? What was he saying?
He was saying to just keep walking and to not turn around.
Keep walking, not to turn around?
That he had a knife on him.
Okay.
Now, mind you, just for context, so you understand, the man did not have a knife out in his hand or a weapon in his hand when he approached the kids at the park, but he did become abusive to them at the park and told them if they did not come with him that he was going to slit their you-know-what. So it wasn't presented at the time, but apparently the fear of it is what made both brothers go with this man who was a stranger. Teach your children to fight back. I don't care what they say. If they don't present a weapon, baby, they fair game. Even if they do present a weapon, fight for your life. This 2026, put your kids in. Look, I'm trying to figure out how to get my grandson, who's 9 years old, into some martial arts or some boxing, something so that he can learn how to defend himself.
Okay. And then you guys got here. So and then what happened here?
And then he started
It was in that backyard. That's all I know. I never grabbed it. I followed you back to the other yard.
He started hitting this with a stick, and then he like put me against the wall and like put a stick to my throat. It was like a sharp stick that he broke.
That was over here, back here? So...
And then after he was like making us put our heads into like our laps, and then he started hitting us with like I think it was like a machete on our backs.
Started hitting you with a machete? Do you have marks on your back, man?
I don't know.
Here, take off your jacket for me, okay?
He made us sit down, and he started talking, and I forgot what he said necessarily. And then he started, after that he grabbed what seemed to be a wooden stick, and he started smacking really hard from behind, and after that he did it with the rest of us. He made us stand up, and yeah, he kept smacking us, and he kept hitting us with the wooden stick, and after that he smacked us at the back of our necks, and yeah, he just kept hitting us at the back of the necks right here and the back area, and he just kept doing all this to us. And then he opened like the gray thing that I assume had led to the crawl space.
He also cut my hand.
You cut your hand?
Yeah.
Where at? Let me see.
Right here.
How did you do that? With what?
He had like something back there. It was like some curving thing, and it was like sharp.
Okay, put your shirt back on for me. Is there anything else on your torso whatsoever? On
He
your
was
on your
also
body
like
here?
hitting this with a stick right here. Like he was
Where
doing
at?
turns like right here on our legs.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for medic to look at you, okay, first. So, was he saying anything to you as he was hitting you?
He was saying he
You
was
come
gonna
here.
kill us.
Turn this way. Just to your right. Turn to your right. Can I take photographs of him?
Yeah.
Is he injured?
Yeah, he's injured.
Yeah.
Can we take this way? I don't want them.
If I had any amount of sanity left when my baby hugged me, the minute I saw those weapons, and my mind would have started ticking to the fact that those were the weapons he used on my child, postal is all I'm saying. Like scorched earth at that moment. This is sick. I don't even understand why we take cases like this to court. I really don't. Just firing squad. Skewer him. I don't even know, like, what. Why waste taxpayer dollars or anything else on trash like this? For what? You already know he did it. Broken system. Broken things.
Boys, do you recognize this?
Yes.
What is this?
He tried cutting something. He cut something.
She tried cutting my friend's hand open with it, like a cartel mark. She just held it in his hands, and he just punched it like if he was gonna hit us.
The kids told similar stories of how Guillermo attacked them, threatened to murder them, and even recorded them on one of their phones. A piece of evidence it wouldn't take them long to track down.
You guys have the suspect's phone?
In your butt.
There was a phone, one of these juvenile phones, he threw into the backyard over there.
Okay, because he's saying that he was using their phones and likely his phone to like record it. So I don't know if there's like video evidence of this, if there's any phone, if we haven't seen his phone or have their phones yet.
Oh, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. He took his phone, I'm pretty sure it's this phone, and was recording him beating him.
He recorded it?
No. The suspect recorded himself on juvenile's phone of him beating him.
With a stick?
With a stick.
Do we know where that stick is?
I don't know where the stick's at, but I have the phone right there.
Okay.
I can look over here.
And that's the juvenile's phone?
Yes.
Okay. So let's take it and see what's on it.
Dude, there's video evidence of him doing it. Was that a broomstick? Yeah, that's the one I was just looking at. I just saw his legs.
He has more videos. I deleted everything. He told me to delete everything, even the videos. They're not deleted.
Why is there so many people?
They're his family. So there's families and there's families.
Okay, do me a favor. Go sit by his car.
Give us a second.
If you go to my deleted and you scroll, there's probably more videos.
Okay, I'll look at them, okay?
What a weird... That's what I was wondering. Is it a gang initiation? Like, what was this all about?
I don't think he's in his right mind.
The neighbor from earlier had finally handed over the discarded phone in his backyard, and what they found on it was nothing short of terrifying. On top of the footage of him using a stick, specifically a broken rake handle, they also discovered the man had been using the blade of a rusty old skiff, something he used to carve what seemed to be the letter M into one of the juvenile's hands. This was clearly the work of a dangerous and depraved man. But somehow, that wasn't even the end of the officer's concerns. It turns out, 2 of the kids had mentioned in different interviews that the suspect claimed to be part of a cartel in Mexico. So now, the police had to figure out if the man really was working alone, or if this could be part of something bigger. So an officer headed back to the address, where it seems the suspect's family were waiting to tell him everything.
I'm not trying to be snippy with you, I'm sorry. I just heard like there's so many people. It's ridiculous. I'm all like, who's who? And then like they're starting to argue, and I'm like,
I know you're fine.
Who's the homeowner here?
So it's my grandma. She's in Mexico. My parents came because they came to go to take a look at the house just to make sure everything was right.
Is this her truck?
No, that's my cousin's. He lives in here because he works. And
My truck. She's in Mexico right now?
Yeah, because our great
Hey, it's
grandpa
Lynch.
passed away. So.
Hey, can you do me a favor? If you pull up an address, can you tell me who lives here? Is there any way you can attach her to our call? She's the homeowner for this place. Awesome. Thank you. What's his name?
Guillermo.
Guillermo?
Yeah.
Okay. Do your last name and then first name? It's okay. That's okay. I know. Does he have mental problems?
He started acting out like a.
Is he on
We believe so. We've called the police to our house multiple times, and we've asked them what can we do. She's gone to the court and asked them what can they do. Like it's not.
Your mom needs to calm down. Are you okay? Are you bueno? Or is that right?
Yeah.
Sorry, I wish I knew Spanish. And you're a sister, correct?
Yeah.
Do you guys ever find drugs around in the house or anything?
No, not in the house. No.
Do you guys know to come here?
Grandma's dad passed away, so she's in Mexico, and they come and take a look at around the house just to make sure that everything's correct. And then when they got here, they called.
So you guys left. So you guys were planning on coming here when I was at your house? Okay. So you guys just gonna keep an eye on the house?
Yeah, because like I said, they're all left.
Because he told us he was doing yard work here. Your brother.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what he said. Yard work.
Digo que estaba haciendo las yardas.
And they told me about a guy going up to 3 boys at the park and was like, oh, you would like to get bullied? And like, slapped the shit out of them at the park. My daughter saw this.
So, I'm sorry, which park is this? Is it the one at the trailer park?
Yeah,
Okay.
at the trailer park. So I just asked my sister, I was like, did the girls tell you about what happened? And she was like, yeah, and I told them to stay inside after that.
The guy actually hurt these kids or what?
Yeah, he beat all 3 of them with like a sieve. Like they got some like major bruising on their backs, their butts, their legs. He made them get into a basement. Crawl space, talking like kidnapping, false imprisonment, child abuse, battery was substantial.
Legit.
Yeah. Yep, it's legit. Like, wait until you see the welts and the injuries on some of these kids. Man. He hit them multiple times.
Oh, it's wild.
Yeah.
That's a legitimate freaking kidnapping.
Yep.
Dude, what the people's problems, dude?
He's 96. We've had issues with him in the past, but so I'm gonna Mirandize him and we'll ask him some questions and then get him to the friendly side. But
I'll get transport coming up friendly for you right now.
Sweet, sir.
Real mama, read you something, okay, man? That's fine. So you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can will be used against you in court of law. Do you understand your rights as I have explained them to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, having these rights in mind, are you willing to answer my questions? I need a verbal, sir.
Yeah.
Yes? Are you willing to tell me what happened today?
I'd rather have a lawyer.
Okay. What did he say?
He said he'd rather...
I'm a little dizzy.
He said he was going to answer my questions, and then he just said he wants a lawyer present.
Okay, you are under arrest, sir.
Okay.
All right?
I can't be seen by tribal. I'm a little dizzy.
You're a little dizzy?
Yeah.
You're a little dizzy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feeling like I'm gonna pass out.
Pass out or something, huh? Okay, we'll let a medic take a look.
Or can I get at least some water?
Not right now.
I'm out this
I don't have any water bottles or anything for you.
Oh.
All right, step out real quick. I'm gonna search you, okay?
He thirsty though.
And after what you did,
and dizzy.
Man, turn around. Miss, this the car. Separate your feet.
No. Stuff him back in the car.
Hey, let's just get in the back of the car, like I said.
Finally, they had everything they needed to get to
Hey,
the
did
bottom
y'all
of it.
hear that? How that officer paused? That's one of the moments where they should let the police officer go all the way. Like, you gotta see it through, my boy. Don't stop him. Let him cook in this situation right here, because any and everything that he could say in that moment, oh, he need it, he deserve it. Talking about some water, you better be lucky I don't piss on the ground and make you drink it. What do you mean water? After what you just did to these kids, you better hope I don't tie you up, string you up upside down, and do to you what you did to those boys. And then let's see if you dizzy, if you still want water. some situations, they ought to allow some police brutality. Situations like this. That's just me. Now, y'all ain't got to agree with me. This is my opinion and solely my opinion only.
So they arrested him and brought him in for interrogation. The next day, he was met by Detective Mendoza, who reviewed his case and thought she had enough to get him to open up and admit exactly what his plans were. But Guillermo wasn't about to make it easy.
No, la verdad, si estás interesado, te doy la aplicación. ¿Si te gustaría hacer eso? ¿Desde chiquito o recientemente?
Ever since I was little.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your career choice?
To be a police officer, if not, I really want to go into service.
What branch?
Marine Corps.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's cool. You didn't get the chance to do that?
No.
¿Qué te dice tu mamá? ¿Qué quiere que haga?
Well, ella quiere que me porte bien. She don't want me here. I don't want to be here either, but I already told her. They don't listen. They don't listen, and this is why I'm here in this circumstance.
Oh, okay.
Despite the growing pile of evidence and testimonies against him, Guillermo maintained his story. First, he would try to deny every allegation.
What the heck happened? Was it like a misunderstanding, or how did you end up here?
A misunderstanding.
It's a misunderstanding.
Mm-hmm.
When did you get here?
Ayer.
Ayer? Okay. ¿Qué pasó ayer?
Yo iba caminando, ¿verdad? Porque no tengo ni carro. Los cuatro íbamos caminando. No sé quién serán ellos, no sé quién serán los muchachos. Y yo iba pues a andar mi tía para arrancarle unas hierbillas que tiene allí.
Oh, okay.
En eso que somebody's looking for a phone, pinging for a phone. Y que yo lo tenía, que sabe qué. And then out of nowhere they were looking for some kids. Why would I know anything about them?
Yeah, why would you?
Why would I know anything about them when they were there looking for a phone or something first?
Gotcha.
I do not know. I don't know anything about them.
You ever seen them before? No. So, what else happened?
What's your understanding on the word kidnapping?
Kidnapping, to my understanding, taking somebody against their will.
Yeah, exactly.
What is your?
That's what I was gonna say. Taking someone against their will or using force. You know.
Yeah.
I never did that.
Okay.
Yeah. So for them to put like a kidnapping charge against me.
That's crazy.
That is crazy because First off, to start, I don't even have a car. Kidnapping is putting somebody in some type of vehicle or whatever and taking them forcefully.
This is how dumb criminals are. Kidnapping is taking a person from one point to another. Period. Even if their foot moves slightly from one point to another, unwillingly, you can be charged with kidnapping. You damn dummy talking about a doggone car in a vehicle. We got some of the most ignorant criminals on this side of heaven. I can't even make it up.
I thought they were playing hide and seek. I thought they were trying to run through the yard or something.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who they were. I thought they were just over there playing hide and seek. They were under my grandma's house.
What part under?
Oh, just like to go. You know how you go check. There's some parts where you go check and to see like the plumbing and stuff like
a basement?
No, not even the basement.
Not a basement.
Not a basement. It's literally la casa and then just to go under.
Oh, like where you see the pipas and like
yeah.
That wouldn't that be like a crawl space?
Yeah, literally just a crawl space.
And that's where they were at?
Yeah.
Oh wow. They were really playing hide and seek.
Yeah, they were actually.
But then, Detective Mendoza started to pick apart his story. She wasn't aggressive. She didn't need to be. She was just pulling at the threads until there was nothing left.
So you didn't see them when you were walking out of your house? Did you only see them at what point?
At the park.
At the park.
Yeah.
Okay, did you go inside the park at all? No? Did they say something to you?
Yeah, I did go. I'll be honest. I did go in the park because I was gonna. There was a fence right there, and I was gonna jump the fence. That's what I usually do. That just
like to kind of get to the area where you're going.
Yeah. So I don't have to walk all the way down the street because I can't even walk all the way down the street because right here.
Because you would have to come back all around this way instead of just crossing through there. Okay. So you cut through the park. So they were already there.
Yeah.
What were they doing there?
They were just, I don't know what they were doing. They were just...
What area of the park were they at? Like,
They were sitting on the swings.
Sitting on the swings? Okay. And what part did you, like this side of the park or this side that you hopped a fence?
Well, the wall is right here.
Okay.
Like
So is it like a little fence? Is it like a...
it's like 8 foot, 9 foot
Oh,
fence.
okay.
Yeah, like 8.5.
Okay, so then you hopped the fence.
I didn't hop the fence.
Oh, okay.
Well, then I did because, like I'm telling you, I can't even go down the 3rd Street because there's another guy right there that I can't be 100 yards away from him.
Oh man, I'm sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
So at what point did they follow you?
When I started walking this way,
Okay. So you came here, you got to the park, you saw them by the swings, you didn't jump the fence, and then you started walking this way? Okay. Why didn't you jump the fence and you walk this way?
I have no idea.
Because you said you usually just jump the fence to get there faster. Okay. Did you make it to the fence? What happened when you got there? What did they? So you said they were like viendo it type of thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, in what way do you take that? Like, en qué forma?
They were just looking at me, but then when they started, like, they got up and they started following me, I was like, weird. And then I told them just joking around, I was like, we're just gonna go on a little walk. That's fine. Yeah, but for them to say I forcefully took him, yeah, right.
Okay. It was just, oh, we're gonna go on a little walk?
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. Okay.
The first crack in Guillermo's story appeared. He acknowledged knowing the kids and explained how they ended up in his building as questions continued to narrow in on his version of events.
So,
of course, because 3 minor boys going on a random walk with a 40-year-old looking 23-year-old is absolutely normal. Very much so normal. Y'all better watch your kids, because this is what they could run up into. And again, I say, you better teach them how to fight back. Teach them how to fight till their very last breath, if they have to. You don't go with nobody willingly, especially someone who's talking about having a weapon, but ain't show one. Especially if it's more than one of y'all, jump him. Y'all, you better teach your kids their strength. Y'all need to go in some basement. See, I don't know about y'all, but when we was kids, uncles, aunties, cousins, baby, we got in the basement. We got in the yard on the old mattress, baby, and we squabbled up. Cause what? It was 2 of them. You better teach your kids how to jump first and ask questions later. The 3 of them could have took him. This ain't the time to be scared. This the time to fight with everything you have if you want to make it out. These are the kind of conversations you got to have with your children in 2026, because this ain't 1998. And everybody apparently is trying to get to your kids. The politicians, Epstein, the president, the musicians, every industry, parents, clearly, boyfriends and girlfriends, strangers. Everybody is out for your children. Mamas, you're going to have to put on your big girl panties. Daddies, you're going to have to pull your boxers up. Throw on your black A1s. And stand 10 toes and let people know, over mine, oh, baby, I'll rock orange. Clear. I will tap dance with Satan himself if it came to protecting my child. And you better make sure the world knows it.
I appreciate you being quite honest, and I'm going to be quite honest with you too. Basically, what I'm getting at is there was a little bit more to that. You know, they're going to have their story, you're going to have your side as well, which is okay. The part that I'm missing is that when they came out, they had injuries.
I don't know nothing about that.
No? Okay. They didn't cause it to one another?
It was probably from home. They're probably getting that from home.
You think so?
Yeah.
Like abuse at home?
Probably.
I couldn't have been this detective, baby, because it would have been that scene from Menace to Society. You know you done fucked up right. You know you done fucked up right. You said That's what they need. All this good cop, bad cop. Ain't nobody got time for that. And that's why I couldn't be one. Because I don't know if I could hold my composure in situations like this. I don't care if it ain't my baby. It is a baby. And all babies deserve to be protected.
Probably. You never, everything's different behind closed doors.
Oh, absolutely. Okay. What if I was to tell you that they did not have those injuries when they left home?
I couldn't I'm not tell you.
Okay. I want you to, like, toma tu tiempo, think. Maybe things happen kind of quick, but those injuries, they got them when they were at that crawl space, when they were in the backyard.
Probably trying to get into crawl space.
With the amount of stuff they had, you're a smart guy. You would be able to be like, especially if you want to be a cop, you would look at it and you'd be like, absolutely not. Like, that happened a different way. So what they're saying is basically that you hit them. Were you like trying to teach them a lesson? Like, were you mad at them that they were trying to mess with you, punk you? And like, were you doing that to kind of teach them a lesson? Kind of in a way they deserved it, asking for it? Yeah. I mean, with them being the way they are, I can see that happen. That's what happened. What you hit them with?
Un cinto.
¿Un cinto? ¿Y el palo?
No, un cinto nomás.
¿Cinto como de estos? ¿Tuyo de ellos?
De ellos.
No sé si a ti te lo dijeron, ¿verdad? Pero tal vez creciendo mi mamá y estás presionando los botones.
Yeah.
You're pushing the buttons.
Yeah,
Is that kind of what happened? Yeah.
She knew exactly what she was doing. She had weaponized his desire to be a cop against him and used it to influence his actions when needed.
Tell me what happened with you getting a hold of their phone and recording it. What led to that?
I just told him, can I see your phone? And I recorded it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the whole phone thing happened, so they didn't have a phone no more because you had the phone for recording them. Do you remember what you did with that phone?
No, I don't.
No. Do you think it probably stayed back in the backyard, crawl space?
I'm just gonna be honest. I threw that motherfucker. I threw it over the fence.
Nice.
Yeah.
Just to like over the fence?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, after recording?
After I was getting back to
Okay.
do the yard work.
Okay. Did you throw it kind of so like they wouldn't call the cops or they wouldn't be fine?
The cops were already there and they were gonna try to find and do everything to, you know.
Gotcha.
Yeah, cause.
So what was the point of throwing it then?
Because the sheriffs who know what they know, and the ones that don't know already, you can just clearly see them.
So what was your reasoning for throwing it over? Was it so they wouldn't call for help?
No. They didn't need a call for help.
No.
I'm telling you how it is. I'm being honest. They didn't need a call for help.
So why didn't you give the phone back?
On that part, on the phone, for the phone, the reason why I threw it is because all these little assholes in uniform already just be, you know, getting everybody worked up.
So
I'm not gonna lie, I got not my emotions, but what is it called? My like adrenaline.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can imagine. There's probably a lot of cops, a lot of people. Yeah, I can only imagine. Did you not want them to see you have possession of that phone?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Because of what you recorded or why?
Mm-hmm. No.
Guillermo's story is falling apart. But even after 90 minutes of interrogation, there was still one thing he wouldn't admit to: physically trapping the children in the crawl space. However, by this point, he's starting to realize that now it's him that's trapped by his own story. And Detective Mendoza saw an opportunity.
That I had for you that didn't make sense was when they were found, that exact same tin that you're describing was covering it, but there was large rocks on top of it.
No, there was only one.
Oh, just one?
Yeah.
Okay, where did you get that rock from?
That rock was already on there.
Be a smart guy. In order for somebody to go in there, the hole needs to be open. They go in there, who placed that there? And where did you get the rock from? Please be honest.
I put it on there.
Okay. Where did you get the rock from?
Right there, the same place.
Is it usually what you guys use to keep it closed?
What was that? Yeah.
Okay.
That's what the rock right there is what we use to keep it closed.
Okay. How big was the rock?
It was pretty big.
Yeah. So would it prevent them from like coming out?
Not really, because it was already open. And I don't know how it got closed.
Again, men will be a smart man. If they're inside, they can't close it. So if they remain there, they were inside, fully inside of it when the cops got there. So obviously they couldn't get out because of the rock. Did you tell them that's where they were gonna stay?
Hey, tell
But by placing the rock, your intention was to keep them in there.
No.
What was your intention?
Yo no te voy a dejar ir.
¿Cuándo?
Literally right there and then.
Yeah, you think they would have let it go, like whatever? Or what do you think was gonna happen after?
They probably should. They probably have.
They would have just let it go?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You think that was gonna scare them enough to just flush it out? What about the purpose? The goal that you were trying to teach them a lesson? You hit them 3 times.
I did
Marks
hit them 3
were
times.
no, 3 times, right?
I did beat their ass 3 times. I'll be honest with that. But never, I did not have any other intentions of doing anything else to them. I promise.
Finally, the detectives believe they'd gotten the full truth from Guillermo. As for the cartel claims from before, it seems like nothing other than a scare tactic he used to terrify the kids. Guillermo was eventually hit with felony, robbery with a deadly weapon, ×3, kidnapping, ×3, kidnapping with substantial bodily harm, ×3, battery with a weapon resulting in substantial bodily harm, ×2, child abuse with substantial bodily harm, ×2, child abuse, ×3, misdemeanor false imprisonment, ×3, and his cash bond was set at $972,500. Ultimately, he was found guilty and sentenced to a minimum of 15 years in prison.
And see, that's exactly why people take stuff into their own hands. Because what do you mean 15 years? It should have been 15 years per child. Like, what exactly are we talking about? He kidnapped the kids, used several different weapons on them, 3 of them, stuffed them into a hole where they could barely breathe because it was a crawl space, lied about it, took video footage of it, and all he received was 15 years. Meanwhile, y'all get caught selling weed, not lace, not, as you know, the folk will say, heroin, but just regular weed, and y'all get set down for 30 to 40? Come on now. The system is broken, and that's why it keeps producing broken things. Drop in the comments and let me know what you think. Like I said, wouldn't have been a police officer that would have kept me from getting to him over my child coming out of a hole crying, and out of me seeing them drag out the weapons that he used on my child that you took. Get your kids in some boxing, some martial arts, teach them some self-defense. I don't know, get them some alarms, get them, put some air tags in their clothes. I don't know what to tell you, but our children are in danger. You can't keep your eyes on them 24/7. So you need to stop and think of ways to keep your kids protected in your absence. And a lot of that starts with making sure you're having conversations with these children and letting them know, don't have your head so far in a phone that you don't notice what's going on around you. You see somebody coming to you, you don't know, move in the opposite direction. You don't know what they got or what they own or what they dealing with. TMZ already told us, and we covered all the people dealing with demonic possessions and all the priests flocking to the Vatican to try to get help because they can't deal with it all. A lot of these people are walking around demon possessed, and y'all want to label it as mental health because that's the easy way out. That's the explainable thing. Instead of, let's just go pull the video of TMZ and all the priests flocking to the Vatican saying that there's been an upsurge in demonic possessions because all the people are tapping into occultic behavior and getting into demonic activity, love spells, trying to conjure up spirits to do your bidding. And we wonder why people going crazy in the world. These people demon possessed. Y'all done conjured up stuff into the world, and now the world is left to deal with it, and they don't even know what they dealing with. Because for the most of y'all, because you can't see it, you don't want to believe it exists. But just because you don't believe it doesn't mean it doesn't believe you, which is why they end up getting possessed. Pay attention to your kids. Y'all better start on the weekend taking them in the basement and doing some sparring lessons. Put your fist up. Nah, this how you, you got to bob and weave. Don't stand like that. That's gonna knock you off balance. Make sure you got your balance steady. Keep your eye on your target. Don't drop your head when you fighting. You gotta see what's coming next. Somebody please go tell that to the baddies. Y'all better train your kids, is all I'm saying. All I'm saying. Their life may depend on it. Just put it like that. That's show number 1. Let's get into show number 2. So for show number 2, ran across this story of this young lady whose body was found in a house, and apparently her stepfather has now been arrested for her no longer being here. Let's just put it like that for YouTube's sake. So I want us to check out this, and I want you to drop in the comments and let me know what you think. And again, ladies, be careful who you have around your kids. Be careful who you want your kids to call stepdaddy. Be careful who you allowing to come in your house and be around your daughters and your sons. Because, you know, a lot of these men out here go both ways. You just don't know it. So be careful. And this story is going to tell you why. Check this out.
At this hour, there are still a lot of questions about how a 12-year-old girl lost her life inside her home in Connecticut. We do know today that her stepfather is facing a very serious charge, and the accusations he's facing, what he's accused of doing, they will make you sick.
I feel that is my main life purpose. I know I've been doing different things with the channel, and even if I'm still talking, please put it all out here. Put it in the chat. Release it.
Now that's Anthony Federline. He is the stepfather of the victim in this case, but we found the life that he appears to live online, where he hosts a YouTube channel, and it's one from what we can tell is about like spiritual healing, and he often will give these live stream talks for a half hour, more than an hour, where he is just talking straight. And we're going to dive into a little bit more about what we found out about him in just a moment. But before we do, I want to break down the horror that he is accused of being responsible for. And it surrounds the girl you see here. Her name's Eve Rogers. She was just 12 years old, and she lived with her family in Enfield, Connecticut, which is a town about 20 minutes north of Hartford. It's along the Massachusetts border. And Eve's mom says that she was on the autism spectrum and she was homeschooled. Now, Eve lived with her biological mom, as well as her husband, Eve's stepdad, Anthony Federline, and some siblings inside a home in Enfield. On March 18th, that's when this story begins, when this mystery begins. It was just before 10:30 in the morning that police were called to the home.
Dispatch next medic Thompsonville, hot response for a 12-year-old female, unresponsive, not breathing.
Now, according to the arrest warrant that we have on this case, when police get on scene at the family home, they are met by Eve's mom, and she allegedly says that Eve never sleeps in past 10 o'clock in the morning. She's also a pretty light sleeper. So that morning, the morning of the 18th, she got worried when her daughter wasn't up past 10 o'clock in the morning. She said she ended up using a butter knife to open the door, and that is when she found Eve lying face down on the floor.
Be advised, the 12-year-old was found face down with some blood, believed coming out of the mouth, and she is autistic.
Police say next to Eve, they found 2 pills. One was red or pink, and the other was clear with a white powder inside. At this point, we don't know what those pills are. They also say on her desk, they found a white pill, and that appeared to be aspirin. Now, I will warn you that the next part of this story, it is difficult to talk about. It's graphic, and it has details that are very sensitive in nature. Because police say as they're now investigating what happened to this 12-year-old girl lying face down on the floor in her bedroom, they say they noticed that she had a blanket around her waist. And when they removed that blanket, they said that she was naked. Police also say that they noticed what could be potential signs of sexual assault. So after gathering all this information, police then decide that they need to do a sexual assault kit on Eve's body. And that kit showed, quote, a mixture of 3 DNA contributors, with at least one of them being male. Now, we're going to talk a little bit more about what that potentially could mean in this case, but police have not said whether they are expecting more arrests in this case, but they did say this is an ongoing investigation. It is important to note how Eve's stepfather, Anthony Federline, was reportedly acting, according to police's account. So the warrant states that when police get on scene, and you just imagine how emotional all of this is, the horror that this family woke up to with this girl who has lost her life lying face down on her bedroom floor. So it's understandable that those emotions would be in the air. And Federline, the stepfather, police say he was allegedly overcome with emotions, and he appeared to be angry, and he would allegedly not speak with police because he, quote, asked for space because he wanted to break things. Then, when it came time to give a DNA sample, he consented, but police say he was upset about doing it because, quote, in his words, it felt like putting salt in the wound. So back on March 18th, that's when all of this takes place. Then on April 2nd, the results of the sexual assault kits are returned, and police say that Anthony Federline, Eve Rogers' stepdad, is a match to one of the DNA samples. This is what Enfield police said in a news conference announcing...
Press pause, because exactly what do you mean, one of the DNA samples? How many DNA samples are we talking about were found inside of this baby? And where are parental antennas that you don't realize what's going on with your special needs child? Of all people, your special needs daughter. But let's continue.
His arrest per WFSB TV.
Late last night, members of this agency arrested Mr. Anthony Federline under the authority of a state of Connecticut arrest warrant charging him with sexual assault in the first degree and risk of injury to a minor. Mr. Federline is being held on a $1 million court-set bond, and absent making that bond, will be presented in court in Hartford on Monday morning. The circumstances of the arrest and those charges do flow generally from this department's investigation of the death of an individual that occurred a couple of weeks ago, back in March, at this same location.
So Federline facing this very serious charge and just truly a horrific allegation of what he allegedly did to his stepdaughter. And according to police, he was slated to face a judge for an arraignment on Monday. And before we get into the legal side of this case and where it could go from here, I do want to talk about what we've learned about Anthony Federline.
Hello, Grounded Fire, Soul family, and friends. Welcome to another Grounded in Mercy Reiki healing session.
So this is what appears to be his YouTube channel that he runs.
Now
as
listen,
someone who
press pause. I keep telling y'all that y'all got to be careful, because see, y'all look at people and think because they look like they have it and they sound like they have it, that they really have it. And you don't realize that most of these individuals see spirituality, see God, see religion, see church. They see it as a money grab. They don't see it as an opportunity to help anyone. Stuff that has to do with spiritual healing, anything, because they know that individuals are looking for something to give them some sort of relief. And whether it's grandparents in the black family, or I'm not sure what you're told in other cultures, but we were always told, get to the church, get to God, pray to God. God can give you the answers to what you need. So people are always going to run to spirituality because that's what we were taught. But because now we have so many fake prophets and we have so many individuals that don't have a relationship with God for themselves, then they look at individuals like this and others that we've talked about on the show that we're going to get back into. And they think, oh, this must be the answer because listen to what they're saying. No, we was taught try the spirit by the spirit. Because for everybody, it's not do as I do. No, it's do as I say, not as I do. Fake, false prophets. Exactly, Nisi. Leading the people astray. And because our eyes are not open, we keep falling prey to it.
Is a spiritual healer of some kind. And we actually looked up the website associated with it, and we found that not only does he have the YouTube channel, he has this business where he sells memberships that go for as much as $33.33 a month, promising, quote, you'll soar on wings of transformation and divine connection. It also says, quote, we offer online tarot readings, astrology-based purpose and direction sessions, shadow work guidance, chakra check-ins, and energy healing for people who want clarity, self-understanding, and something deeper than surface-level answers. Federline also reportedly worked as a public school bus driver, specifically employed by a third-party company for the last 6 months, according to NBC Connecticut. He's been fired from that job in the wake of his arrest. Now, the bus company says that he was properly vetted for that job, and a background check didn't turn up anything concerning that would have led them to believe that he would be capable of what he's now accused of. Now, again, Eve Rogers not just was someone who lived with Anthony Federline. She also lived with her siblings, and she also lived with her biological mom. Eve Rogers' biological mom told CT Insider, quote, "I was not aware of any of these allegations, and I'm still trying to understand what's happening. I'm allowing the legal process to unfold." Now, as far as what went down in court on Monday, again, police said that Federline was slated to face a judge. We were told that cameras would not be allowed in the courtroom to tape that first court appearance, his arraignment, because this is a case involves a victim that is young. Eve Rogers was just 12 years old. Federline was being held on $1 million bond, and we're still waiting on information on his arraignment at the time of this reporting. It's also unclear at this point what Eve Rogers' cause of death is. Law enforcement say they're still waiting on toxicology results, so it's unclear how that could impact this case going forward. But there's no doubt that many people are remembering a girl whose life was lost too soon. This girl is described in her obituary as someone who, quote, felt deeply, loved fiercely, and saw things in a way that made people stop and think. She had a passion for animals, especially cats, and a heart that extended far beyond herself. She cared about justice, about people, about the world as a whole. She stood up for what she believed in, even at a young age, and carried a sense of empathy that was both powerful and rare. Joining us now to talk more about this case is retired detective commander with the Chicago Police Department, Wildz Vilar. Thanks for being here. I know this story, often in true crime stories are not easy to talk about. This is certainly one of them. What stood out to me reading the arrest warrant is how Federline allegedly acted on scene. Seems like he needed space. He didn't want to give an interview because he was so angry. He wanted to break stuff, police say. Then he's giving his DNA sample and he says this is like salt in the wound. You're an investigator on scene and you're piecing together what happened to this 12-year-old girl. How does the body language like that, things that he's saying, impact the way you're viewing the scene around you as you're trying to gather information?
So initially, when you go into a scene and you're there with the witnesses, people maybe who even discovered the body, you don't know how people are going to react. Some people react very violently when somebody's hurt that they know or somebody's killed that they know. Some people are sad, withdrawn. So you don't draw immediate conclusions when you come in because you just don't know how people are going to react to tragedy.
Here's what I don't understand. I get all that, right? But this happened in your house. So how can you be all that confused and have all this emotion when it happened in your house? Your immediate reaction should be to figure out who got in your house or what happened in your house or why were you asleep or why didn't you know your baby was attacked? The immediate reaction should almost be some form of guilt. Like, what the heck? What? How? Who was in here? What the hell?
Situation like that, if it continues and it just doesn't seem appropriate, you know what I mean? Like appropriate to the situation. If it seems like possibly this is something that's out of character, if there's other family members around saying, man, he doesn't usually act like this or she doesn't usually act like this, then you start paying more attention to it. You never discount what you initially encounter, but you also have to, let it play out, see if it continues, see if there's anybody else that are saying, hey, you know what, this isn't right. Something's not right here. So you definitely look at it.
And it is someone's right, if they don't want to talk to the police in that situation, I get it. But it's also like you sit there and maybe in 2020 hindsight, knowing what he's now accused of, you would think that he would want to talk to the police. It was like the time, I can't talk because I need some space. And it's like, well, your stepdaughter is dead. Like, don't you want to know what happened to her or at least help in figuring out what that is? And here's her biological mom, who it seems did cooperate with law enforcement. And yet the stepdad didn't want to talk.
Well, right. And you think about, yes, absolutely.
See, I got to look at this case a little bit more, and we're going to be following it more in depth because I got questions. Did this happen while y'all were in the house? Y'all were asleep, so you didn't feel him get out the bed? You didn't feel no movement? Like, help me understand how this baby was able to go through this and be unalive and nobody knew anything. Was she suffocated? Like, make it make sense.
Exactly what happened, or if you could try to help and figure out what
and some
happened.
of you women better be careful because these men don't want y'all. They want y'all girls. They want y'all sons. They want your children. Apparently in 2026, grown folk no longer want grown folk. They all want children. Allegedly, majority of them. So when y'all out here being fast and hot in the ass, as they used to say, because you just got to have somebody to lay up with you, or you got to be laid up in the bed with somebody. Just understand, a lot of these people out here trying to court you because they want your children.
The whole, it's kind of like when you get that type of reaction that we saw with this guy, you think, why is he acting like that? Is he acting like this because he doesn't know how to deal with it? Or is he acting like this because he feels some kind of responsibility and he's angry about his involvement in this? So that goes back to your first comment is, as it plays out, yes, you start looking into that type of behavior and, why is he acting like that? Is it because he's angry, upset that this is something that he may have caused or contributed to?
And it seems from reading the warrant that there were, at least for the first responders on scene, the idea of this being a terrible, terrible sex crime was possible just based on what they saw in the room. But it takes time to get DNA back and the kit that they put. Like, what happens, here he is, he gives his sample, and then, you're unsure, how it's going to come back, but you might be, at least thinking of him as a suspect potentially. Like, what happens over those weeks to make sure that maybe he doesn't do something else or make a run for it? I guess, how do you handle that period of time it takes for the evidence to come back?
So I don't know how long it took in this case, but I can tell you how it works with us. If you have a DNA profile that's been established from a sex kit, and now you have a DNA profile that you're taking a sample for, a buccal swab probably in this case, and then you have to get that DNA profile established. So you take the sample, you get the profile established, now you make a direct comparison. That can take a matter of days. It doesn't necessarily take weeks, because you're not like putting it into CODIS and hoping for a hit to come out. This is direct comparisons. You get the sample, you establish the profile, and now you match it with the profile you've established from the post. So it could have only taken a few days. It didn't necessarily have to take weeks. Again, I don't know what lab they use, but we could do that in sometimes 36 hours if we have direct comparison. But as far as how do you keep an eye on them, I mean, unless you have a reason to hold him, you can keep him under loose surveillance. But you certainly can't. It's not like you can post somebody with him.
Right. And you just wonder, what's going through his mind as he gives this sample, and we'll see how he's doing court today in Connecticut. There aren't a lot of cameras in the courtroom, so we'll see what the report is that's coming out of it. He's being held on $1 million bond. There is part to this, and this is not an easy part of the arrest warrant to talk about, but there were multiple contributors. Assuming 3 contributors were the juvenile victim, with this victim. I mean, does that potentially mean that there's more than one person who will end up being accused of sexual assault of this young girl?
Yes, that's what it means. And the only reason why you see this charge with this guy is because they know who he is. It's a known sample now because they took it directly from him. The other 2 samples were probably not from definitely not from any samples they took from within that house. So yeah, I would anticipate more charges for sure.
Yeah, and you wonder now, I mean, what type of conversations are you going to have with Anthony Federline if you're an investigator? How is that potentially leverage for you if you're trying to figure out who these other people are? I mean, certainly you have him, and we'll see what his defense is, but I mean, how do you communicate with him now? How does that work to see if you can get other names?
Well, again, you advise him, you do the interview. If he wants to talk to you, you definitely come along. You tell him what you have for the most part. Like, listen, it's you and it's 2 other people. What's that about? Or what can you tell us about this? Or, let's not talk directly about you for now. Let's talk about these other 2. So you kind of try to bring it in that way if you can, but it's going to be difficult, especially if he lawyers up, forget about it. I mean, then you're just going to have to hope for the best and do background investigations into who his associates are. Maybe there's other people you can interview based on that to see if you can figure out who these other 2 contributors are, or you definitely put them in a CODIS and see if they have any hit in CODIS.
Yeah, looking back at the scene and where this young girl's body was found, and there are these 2 pills. One appeared to be Advil, I believe, on a desk, but then there's these 2 other pills, and there's not a lot of other details than that. I mean, what does a toxicology test do? I know it's going to bring the results and see what was in her system at the time of death, but what specifically are you looking for in a toxicology test that could help us figure out what the cause of death is?
So if you're looking for, like you said, for cause of death, we obviously didn't find one on initial post. You didn't find one for like strangulation or blunt force trauma or something of that nature, penetrating injuries, gunshot wounds. None of that was present. So when you do toxicology,
we got a super chat. Nevaeh said, sick. How can you attempt to heal someone while you're hurting anyone? And that's the twisted thing about it all, right? Because that's what majority of them do. That's the biggest problem. That's why you got to pay attention to more than what they're saying. You got to pay attention to actions. That's what I tell y'all to do in your own relationships, friendships, whatever. Stop paying attention to what people are telling you and pay attention to what people are showing you. People can tell you anything. Them actions are going to tell the truth.
Is a toxic amount of a substance that would cause death. So it's not just the substances that are in their bodies. Is it a toxic amount, or is it a combination of two drugs that could have caused a death because they had some kind of interaction? So you're looking for cause of death based on the chemical component that's in her body.
Because the other part that I wonder is she's 12 years old. She's apparently on the autism spectrum, but her mom would say that she would listen to music, watch TV. How does someone get those types of if those are the substances that ended up taking her life, you're figuring it out. Like, how would she get them? And then, certainly I know she is someone who's been going through trauma, but just like at that age, how does all of that kind of factor into this investigation, knowing that she had a disability, knowing that she's incredibly young? I guess how does that factor into, if you're a detective on this, you're thinking about as you're kind of building your case, not just against Federline, but against somebody else if they get arrested?
You talk about, if this person is on the spectrum, and the spectrum is very broad. We don't know if it was profoundly handicapped or not, or if they were just functioning on the spectrum, which a lot of people do. There's people that are prescribed drugs. People get prescribed drugs all the time for certain things. I don't know if she had any other medical maladies that would require medication, but toxic amount of prescription drugs will kill you as well. What are the people taking in the house? Is this something that other people who are on medications in the house? People get drugs from everywhere. I don't know if she's social in the street, if she has visitors come in, who knows? But where she gets the drugs is part of the investigation as well. But she could have been prescribed them and just took a toxic amount, if in fact that's the case.
He is Federline is charged with a very serious offense of first-degree sexual assault, without a doubt. But you have this girl who ends up losing her life. If it turns out that she took those pills, maybe he didn't have anything to do with that. I mean, could he face more charges? Because this is not just a case of a sexual assault. I mean, this young girl, ends up dying.
Well, the cause of death, right now we don't have a cause or manner. I mean, the cause of death is obviously what killed her. The manner is how she was killed. In a situation like this, we're talking about maybe it's going to be acute, whatever, intoxication that causes death. Manner of death, suicide. Manner of death, accidental. Manner of death, homicide. All that matters with additional charges. Now, you talk about did he contribute to her death, or is he responsible for her death? Maybe that sexual assault caused her to do what she did, if in fact that's the way it goes. Or maybe she's trying to self-medicate. So unless you can say he gave her a toxic amount of this drug, though, that charge, it'd be awful hard to charge him with a murder or homicide.
We ended up finding his YouTube page, and it's like a business. He also has as well kind of this like spiritual healer. I don't know much about that world. But what do you take away from, I don't know how much of that specifically is a contributor to what he's now accused of, but this is someone who goes on social media, talks about how you can better your life, almost speaks as if he's the person coming from like, let me advise you on your life and how things are going to be better. And yet he's the person accused of just an absolutely horrible crime. I mean, how often is someone like this facing charges like this, doesn't seem to have a record, was a bus driver, went through the vetting process for a public school system bus driver. Nothing came up there, apparently, according to the bus company. Like, how often do people like this, accused of the worst crimes you can think of, really just do it under the radar with no history whatsoever? I mean, this guy's in his, 39? So it's not like he's someone who's just someone who, could have a criminal record. I mean, he's been, over the age of 21, over the age of 18 for a long time.
First, all you got to do is go into any one of the streaming video channels and look at these cults. These cults that they're spiritual, and then you find out they're doing sex with underage children, and they believe it to be okay because of their religion or spiritual beliefs. So I don't want to knock spirituality. I don't want to knock any people that are trying to get healthy based on using their own mind and things like that. But just look at any streaming video. You'll find 5 different specials on how these people that they, under the guise of helping yourself spiritually, people get involved with them, and then you see these terrible crimes happen within these cults, I guess you would call them.
Yeah.
So that's the story that we have on Anthony Federline and the 12-year-old that was found unalive. She's special needs. We're going to be following the story to see everything else that breaks. Of course, he was her stepfather. He's supposed to be a Reiki healer, spiritual healer. He's selling memberships and all of this stuff to heal other people while he's at home harming, allegedly, his stepdaughter. And here's my thing. If they, actually think that he wasn't responsible for those pills in her room, they're crazy. This is sick. I'm just so tired of seeing stories like this. Like, I just don't understand. Let's get into show number 3. We are going to be following that up some more, so please stay tuned. Hit the like and subscribe and the notification bell so you'll be notified when we jump into whichever sector we jump into to discuss that. Here we go. Let's get into it. So I ran across this story on Nick at Night today. She was discussing this, and I went and found information about this story on Instagram. On Facebook. What I want to do, this is a young lady. She's an influencer, and we're going to break down the details of what's going on with her right now. But she's one of the young ladies that you will find online that discusses she no longer dates black men and she only dates white men. She's a kept woman, or what do they call it? Soft kept woman. What's the phrase? Deflector, or whatever they call it, for women who are black who choose not to date black men anymore. Well, she was dating this guy, and they got engaged about 10 days ago. And the news just broke that her body has been found. She's no longer alive. She was in Africa when this took place. And according to the reports, her body was found hanging. So we're going to get into this story. But the first thing that I wanted us to do is I want us to take a look at her Instagram page, just so that you can get an idea of who this young lady is. So she goes by Ashlee Janae on Instagram. And if you look at what she posts pictures and videos with her significant other. This is the guy. He looks a lot older than her. Not saying that's a great contributor, but because, there are some young ladies that like older men. But just for reference, he does look much older than her. These are just pictures that she took. He took her out of the country for her birthday. Beautiful young lady. Gorgeous. These are their pictures. I believe this is on the plane. Pictures of the food. Looks like caviar to me. I've never had it. Have y'all had caviar? Drop in the comments and let me know if you had it, if I should try it or not. I just want to give y'all a little history, before we get into the story, so that you can see their relationship. This was their Africa trip. Like, she's with the giraffes. Gorgeous girl, body tee. Model-esque. More pictures with the animals, feeding the animals. So you can see her celebrating her birthday. Just want to get into some backstory so that y'all can see the beautiful young lady that we're talking about. Because a lot of times we talk about stories and we don't really get a chance to get to know or see the individual behind the stories. But because she had so many pictures online, you're able, to kind of get an idea of who she was. Yeah, I would love to walk with the lions, but I feel like my fear will make them turn on me. You see her with him and the zebras, feeding the zebras. This was a picture after he proposed. I mean, can you imagine getting proposed to, like, in front of a lion? That's a flex for real. I can't even lie. Zebras just walking around. I would love to visit the safari, like this kind, not the real one. The cameraman absolutely understood the assignment. Hold on one second. Okay. Let's keep going. Look how beautiful this is. This was her when they got engaged. As you see, in front of the lion. She says yes to, I'm assuming, who she thinks is the love of her life. But again, we find out social media can be very misleading. More pictures of them. Let me see. Is there anything else I want to show you before we get into what happened? You see pictures of them together. They look good together, I can't lie. So if you want to be able to scroll through and kind of see the pictures, you know, that she took and posted, you can go to her page on Instagram and see all of her photos and videos of her life and her living her life and exploring and having fun before her untimely death. Now let's get into what happened with Miss Ashlee, okay? So, who is Ashlee? Her real name is Ashlee Robinson. She's a 31-year-old lifestyle influencer. She's known for soft life content, travel, luxury, femininity. Based in the U.S., often reported Miami, Portland ties. She has approximately 88K followers. I believe it has increased since all of this happened. So now we're going to get into what happened. So she arrives in Zanzibar early April 2026. The week of April 1st, Ashlee Janae and her fiance, Joe McCain, crypto fund manager, Asymmetric Financial, traveled to Zanzibar, Tanzania for a luxury birthday trip. Why is it always these birthday trips that people don't make it back from? Look, I'm starting to think that y'all need to stop taking birthday trips. Yep, or just start. I would say go by yourself, but that's not safe either. But all of this seems to happen every time you turn around is somebody on their birthday. Their birthday trip was somebody they were supposed to be able to trust. April 3rd through the 5th, the proposal and birthday celebration, which I showed you. On April 3rd, he proposes to Ashlee during a wildlife safari. She posts a video and photos of the moment, including scenes with animals like lions or giraffes, as I showed you. One caption reads, "If this is a dream, no one wake me up." Now, I want you to remember this because her death has been labeled a suicide. They labeled it that she self-deleted. I'm sorry, YouTube, they don't like that word. Why would a person self-delete who just said, "If this is a dream, no one wake me up"? Unless you're saying that she self-deleted because somehow she felt that would keep her there forever. April 5th, her birthday. The couple continues celebrating. Ashlee posts joyful content, including a photo of her feeding a giraffe with "Happy Birthday, Ashlee," spelled out in rose petals. Another caption, "Chapter 31, and I'm exactly where I need to be." This appears to be her final public Instagram post. 9th through the 12th, discovery and death. These are the disputed details. So around April 9th through the 12th, 2026, the exact date varies by source. Ashlee is found unresponsive, unconscious, in their luxury villa. Some reports mention a misunderstanding between the couple earlier, after which hotel staff allegedly separated them into different rooms. Tanzanian police later referenced her being found hanged using a piece of cloth in a wardrobe or similar, and initially classified the death as suicide. Joe McCain reportedly tells authorities she died by suicide via hanging. Now my question is, who found her hanging? Was it him or was it hotel staff? Do y'all feel like this was a case of maybe he was going to break up with her, maybe he was going to take the money away, and she didn't want to be without it and felt like this was the only way to go because she'd rather not be here than be without him or be without the bag? Or do you feel like there's something more nefarious at work here? Ninth through the 12th continue. She's rushed to a local hospital. According to the family statements, she is pronounced deceased hours later after being found unconscious. April 12, 2026, so there's news of her death begins to circulate publicly. Family members and friends start sharing tributes and questions on social media. We're going to continue with this one as well. I'm going to go see if I can find some of those family and friend posts for our next live. April 12th through the 13th. So it says April 12th, her family, including her father, Harry Robinson, released a public statement on Instagram rejecting the self-deletion. So the narrative, key excerpt, Ashlee was found unconscious in her villa and was rushed to a local hospital where her death was confirmed hours later. Nothing about the loss feels real. There is an active investigation into the circumstances surrounding Ashlee's suspicious passing. They describe the trip as joyful and note they are cooperating with Zanzibar officials. Right? 12th through the 13th, also, family response and investigation. Close friend Savannah Britt publicly calls for justice, stating the story doesn't add up, that Ashlee would never self-delete. As of April 13th, Tanzanian authorities continue the investigation. No final autopsy or toxicology results have been publicly released. Online speculation is intense, but unverified claims, e.g. about delayed notification or the changes to the fiancé's social media, remain unsubstantiated by officials. So we have this young lady. She gets proposed to by her significant other on this trip. They're supposed to be in love. She's happy. She's excited about this new life, this new journey, this man that she's been broadcasting on social media to all the ladies. When you look in the comments of the videos, hold on, we can go to them really quick. Let's go to some of these comments. And they'll probably be flooded now with people reacting to her death. But I'm going to see if I can find some comments from before. Hold on. Where'd I get a dun dun dun? Welcome in, dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. Welcome to the Champagne City. Please do me a favor and make sure you like and subscribe. Please drop some champagne glasses in the chat for our newest member to the Champagne City. Please also drop some champagne glasses and bottles in the chat for Nevaeh and her super chat. And y'all know I be excited about super chats because y'all don't be dropping them like that. And y'all ain't got to. Y'all ain't got to. It ain't one of them channels. But I still get excited because it shows appreciation for all of this that I do for y'all. Because I'm a one-woman show. Look, these scenes, they take time. And I gotta find the stories, put them together, and create all this beautifulness that y'all see. Because you know it's not a show if it's not a Champagne Secrets production. But thank you so much for joining the Champagne City. But let's look at these comments. For the love of money, they will sell their soul. Biracial multiculturalism will be the death of the black community. If black life matters, then it should reproduce itself in the next generation. Only I need us to stop thinking that just because this is a white man and this is a black woman, that this is racially tied. I'm not saying it's not. All I'm saying is we don't have enough facts to know that. So until we have facts that proves that this is racial, then what we're going to do is stick with the fact that we might have an ignorant person who can't handle rejection, or an ignorant person who can't handle conflict, or has no emotional EQ, no emotional control or stability, that might have allegedly taken the life of someone else. Stop making everything racial until there's facts that it is racial. Again, argue with your mama, not me. Said what I said. The haters in the comments is crazy. Why do black women always talk about black men when they date white women, but she gets all the love for dating a white man? Guess it's no double standard. Now, what is you got? It's factual. Y'all get mad at the brothers when the brothers is dating outside their race, but the minute one of the sisters go and grab one, it's like, girl, get your credit. Girl, get your bag. Y'all, we got selective outrage. We got to stop that foolishness. We don't even know what we agree on in the community. That's the problem. But we think we ready for a revolution. Please. Better not see your ass on the news. Black girls went missing on her honeymoon. And I did not see a news article, a news clip, or otherwise I would have posted the video for you. You know, I always like to have the receipts behind it, but there was none. And maybe that's because it happened over in Tanzania. Hopefully we'll see some footage come out soon. I'll be watching because I'm pretty for sure Law and Crime is going to pick it up. And I love reacting to Law and Crime, so we will be staying tuned. Stick with your own color, like y'all worried about the wrong stuff. This has nothing to do with color. You free. It's okay for you to love who you want to love. Just be careful when you choose to love anyone, because anyone has the potential to be a monster. Let me see. So yeah, majority of these are, I wish I could have saw you. I was in Philly too. Y'all are super cute. Here we go. Looking beautiful. Unreal beauty. OMG. Beautiful. But soon as a brother do it, he is the scum of the earth. Go birds. I am feeling this energy. Can someone tell me who this man is? Bear down, Chicago. You know, just we see stuff and it's automatic, like couple goals. Automatically. Not realizing, like I keep telling y'all, the world is a stage. We're in one big masquerade ball. Everybody is showing you a face that they want you to see. You don't know what the real relationship is behind the scenes while you're saying relationship goals. You don't know what she's dealing with behind the scenes. Y'all remember the movie Enough? What did he say? You got to deal with something for the amenities that you're afforded. You don't know. Stop getting excited about the unknown and let God bless you with something real that you can be excited about. Message. But as far as right now, the last thing that I have heard, according to the Focus Point, says police confirmed that influencer Ashlee Janae was in a dispute with her fiance before her death in Tanzania. Hotel staff reportedly separated the couple, and we did read this. Officials say the situation escalated enough for the staff to contact the authorities over concerns for Ashlee's well-being, leading to a report being filed at the Nungwi police station. Ashlee was later found unconscious in her villa and rushed to a nearby hospital where she died the following day. There's still no official ruling on the cause of death. My concern is when there was concern over her well-being, did they gain access to the room then? Was she fine then? Or did they just take the news, make the report, and just hope for the best? Police confirmed, I think that's just saying the same thing. So drop in the comments and let me know what you guys think. We're going to be following the story about Miss Ashlee Janae. If you guys find out anything, please do me a favor and go drop the information in our Discord. The link to the Discord is in the description of every video, and it's open. You don't have to be a subscriber. It's not one of those communities. We ain't that strict. Just go over there, enjoy yourself, have fun, look at the stories over there, drop some in if you would like. That way when we come back, we have more stuff that we need to cover. Also, if there's a story that you feel like I should cover that I might not have seen, because again, I'm a one-woman show, so it's hard for me to get the new stories when I'm working on a current story, because these stories be having layers. So please drop that in the Discord as well, and who knows, that story may be the next one that we cover. Thank you for joining me in the Champagne City on tonight. Champagne Gang, Fizz Fam, all the visitors, all those of you who are watching in the background, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button. I would greatly appreciate it. I really would. On this road to being monetized. Let me see, make sure I'm not missing nothing. Consider supporting the channel. You can do that by hitting the Cash App. It is in the description of every video. It's not on the screen. You can send a super chat. You can send a super thanks. You can hype up the video. Or you can just send a heart. You know, flood the screen with them hearts on your mobile device. Flood the screen with them 100s on your mobile device. I would greatly appreciate it. Or just your watch and you being here with me is enough to make me absolutely grateful that you decided to spend your evening in the city, the Champagne City, that is. Champagne Gang, Fizz Fam, Confidants. Until next time, always remember, if it doesn't cause you to elevate, baby, it's causing you to depreciate. Now raise those glasses, clink, and let's drink till we meet again. Ta-ta.
Champagne on my tongue, silk on my skin undone. You lean in, say my name like a secret, like a sin. Coconut glow on your collarbone, salt on your lips, I taste home. You say right, let the night decide. I slide in the passenger side. Yeah. Champagne and silk on my lips, dripping slow from every kiss. Power in the sway of my hips. I'm a king, I'm a queen in the mist. Ocean breeze all over this ride, sweet like nectar when we collide. Champagne and silk on my lips, watch the whole downtown submit. Yeah, I'm that night rider, low-key lavish. You go teeth grin, bad habits. You that eyelid, spell sweet static. Turn a calm heart problematic. Tongue like a passport stamp, every word leave a mark on your back. You pour that fizz on the curve of my neck, I call that liquid respect. You taste like summer in a slow pour. Sip, I sip. Confidence dripping to the towel floor. We lit. Every baby in your baritone. Got my high heels clicking like a metronome. Champagne and silk on my lips, dripping slow from every kiss. Power in the sway of my hips. I'm a king, I'm a queen in the mist. Yeah. Ocean breeze all over this ride, sweet like nectar when we collide. Champagne and silk on my lips, watch the whole damn pound submit.